No, don't do me dirty like that. No songs. Me and Eddie. I played so well. I've never played so well. No, you know, Bullard's unreal. Yeah, unreal.
Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William. Is there any way we can get this music turned down a little bit? There we are, nice. The music has. Is that our friend from Manchester that was with us when we played the table tennis?
Who? Oh yeah, he is, isn't it? Yeah, he's just having a party over there. He don't care about anything else. It's just that I want his job, to be honest.
We're in Sheffield for Smith Maxwell. Nothing like an outdoor weigh-in in July when it's raining, eh?
I know. Well, it's not July, is it?
It's
June 30th.
Tomorrow.
But June 30th and it's raining. We've had unbelievable weather, and it was a bit of a shame because it would have been, it was a good turnout actually, bearing in mind the rain. But it would have been even better if we had a bit of sunshine.
Frank, has there been any further movement in the last 24 hours on Dillian-Whyte? And the light's not doing much, we're outdoors already, do you know what I mean? Regarding Dillian-Whyte and Anthony Joshua?
No, look, still ongoing, but we're getting to crunch point. We've got to move very quickly. August 12th, 6 weeks away. So I'd say in the next 24 hours, that's the time frame that we'll get everything together. What
have you had from his team and his lawyers since the contract without the rematch clause has been sent?
Some other questions, waiting for some more feedback. We've gone back to him, it's back with them now.
As of yesterday, he said that Eddie said that he still doubts that will be the next fight for Anthony Joshua. Where are you at?
So much talking around it all. Just want to get something done. I don't want to nothing's done until it's signed. So in boxing you get used to the fact of things until they're signed. You feel like you're very close, or you feel you're far away, and then things change quickly. So I don't really want to comment on it. All I'd say is that we're very close to that cut-off point of getting something done. So if it gets done, it's in the next 24 hours or so.
You said last week that there were 2 opponents on the other shortlist. One is Adjit Kabayel. Who's the other?
A few other names, actually more than 2, but we'll see. Look, AJ is focused on fighting Dillian-Whyte, but at the same time we have we've got to try and get the deal done. So let's see how it plays out. But there's other options as well for August 12th.
Last night you had meetings in London with Skills Challenge, Prince Khalid and Wilder's team. I saw a photo I think Freddie Cunningham shared. I've never seen the two of you look so happy. What happened in these meetings?
How long have you known me? I'm always happy. I'm always happy.
You looked like really happy. It might have been because you had a Goyard bag in either hand.
Yeah, it's not about the bags. They're not real anyway. It's all fake. It was a good meeting. Look, we have great relationships with Prince Khalid and Skill Challenge. We have done for a long time. We've delivered 2 fantastic events with them. And there's a huge plan to deliver a huge event. And Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, we're all focused on making it happen. Got to wait a few days for a formal offer. But everyone's incentivized to get this done, and I'm very confident we will get it over the line. But yeah, it was a good meeting.
How far away are you from that? I believe you also have meetings regarding that throughout this week and next week still.
Yeah, look, it's all ongoing, but I'm sure we'll get a formal offer very soon. The full sort of detail of everything with the dates, etc. But everything's moving in the right direction. We have a lot of trust and faith in Skill Challenge and Prince Khalid. We've done some great things with them, as I say. So we're very confident that will all get done, and people are looking forward to that fight. It's a huge fight. Anthony Joshua goes in there against Deontay Wilder. I think it's commercially. I know people will laugh at it, say but it's the biggest fight out there. It's bigger than I think Usyk Fury as well. And people have been calling for it for a long, long time. So it'd be great if we can finally get it over the line.
Do you believe that it will be in December or early 2024?
Still looking at December. Look, there's always potential that it can fall back a little bit, but our main focus is just to get. First things first, we've got to get August sorted, obviously, over the next 24 hours, and then that fight, whether it's December, it goes into January, whatever it is, I'm very confident that fight happens.
I know shit happens in boxing, and that the idea was to get Anthony Joshua's fight announced, I believe last Friday was the rough time stamp. Like you say, you've got to move. If it's not Dillian-Whyte, do you think, could we see this fight, card being, or fight main event, whatever, being announced tomorrow or Monday?
I think, look, if I'm honest, realistically, you're probably looking at Monday, Tuesday. These things do take time and work and effort, but Monday, Tuesday time I think is probably realistic for an August 12th show, regardless of opponent.
On the Saudi front, obviously Alexander Usyk signed the skills challenge. Regardless of the Tyson Fury fight not happening, according to Frank Warren, do you think we could still see Usyk on that card, maybe against a Filip Hrgovic?
Yeah, for sure. Look, he's signed with Skill Challenge. He's promotionally represented by Skill Challenge alongside K2. I'm sure that they've got plans for him. And look, the Hrgovic is the next in line. The IBF mandatory. He's obviously got his WBA mandatory to deal with against Daniel Dubois. Be a very good fight. I think he's in Poland, August 26, isn't it? But yeah, Hrgovic is the man after that, who we represent, and he's ready to go. He would have fought Usyk straight away. He wanted his shot before Daniel Dubois, where the WBA called it. So yeah, we'll be ready to go with that. And I'm very confident, Usyk will. Well, I'm not very confident. I'm 100% sure Usyk's part of their plans. He's their sole fight assigned to them.
You've been on a big run. Am I right in saying that July 22 and July 29 will be blanks for Matchroom? Yeah,
look, it's been a busy run. We're on the run of 6 shows in 6 weekends, all in 3 different countries. So it's been a lot of back-to-back. July 22, July 29, maybe August 5th as well, because you've obviously got Jake Paul against Nate Diaz. But then, we're working on a schedule up until the end of December with probably 17 shows or 18 shows in a period of 24, 25 weeks, something like that, from the August period. So it's going to be a busy end to the year, working on some big events, but it would be nice to get 14 days away from this madhouse, although you can never really get away from it, but just not travelling.
Sure, I'll still make a visit somewhere in there.
Hopefully not, to be honest. Probably be doing 50 Ks by then to get from Cirencester to Brentwood.
Longer than that, mate. Last week you flirted with the idea of working with Dan Azeez. Ben Shalom's come out yesterday. I mean, this light's a bit pointless, but I'm still going to keep trying with it anyway. Because it's not really doing anything. May as well give it a go. He said categorically that Dan Azeez is with Boxer and that terms have been agreed for the Josh-Buatsi fight. What's your side of things?
He's been saying that he sent a press release out, didn't it, before it was even agreed. Look, I won't get involved in the back and forth. I had a few conversations with Dan Azeez. No, I'm easy now. I had a few conversations with Dan Azeez, lovely guy, and I said to him, if we can't align on a plan, we made the proposal of the Bivol fight, but I think he will do the Buatsi fight. But he's by no means. You can ask him yourself, because Shalom said that we didn't talk to him, etc. He was a free agent. I don't know whether he signed the contract today or yesterday, but I spoke to them. When was I on the train to London? 2 days ago. I had my last conversation with Team Azeez. I think it's very likely that he is now going to fight Joshua-Whyte, but at the time we were talking about it, we were in conversations with him to fight Dimitri Bivol.
He said you and Matchroom, well, not specifically, but no one should really be discussing Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn when UCAD haven't even finished their job yet. And apparently he had told George Warren that September the 1st is the date that they're aiming for Eubank Smith Eubank too. Yeah,
they have no deal for it. Just like we have no deal for Eubank Benn. It's the same thing.
Yeah, terms agreed though.
Yeah, we're all in the same. No one's got a contract signed for anything, is the reality. The Eubank Benn fight is a much bigger fight than Eubank Smith, and that's nothing to take away from Liam Smith. It's just that fight has got obviously a huge backing because of the first time round and how big it was going to be. So it's not a case of not talking about it. Conor is free to fight in other territories, right? Apart from the UK. We would love the fight to be in the UK because naturally it'll be a huge fight. We're looking at Tottenham and we're very close, and we believe it's very close with the UCAD situation. It's not really his business to talk about it anyway. So he can say what he wants, but it doesn't matter. The Eubank Smith fight isn't agreed and Eubank Benn fight isn't signed. So I think if we have the opportunity, we will do Eubank Benn, and we're getting very close to getting everything together.
So you don't think that Eubank will fight Liam Smith on September the 1st?
It's not. I think anything could happen. But as we stand here today, Eubank Benn, I think, is everyone's preference because there's a lot more money involved in it, and it's a massive fight and a massive show. So that's, for me, is the focus. And if we can't make it happen, maybe fights Eubank, maybe fights Liam Smith. But it's not really my business.
The sun's come out. Tyson Fury supposedly has a game-changing next move, rumoured to be Francis Ngannou. Your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I think it just proves the point that he doesn't really want to fight Alexander Usyk.
Still a big fight, right?
Yeah, but if you want to chase greatness, become undisputed. But look, I don't know. You don't know anything really about it. What is it? Is it a boxing match? Is it a cage? Is it do they wear gloves or just bare knuckles, or do they allowed to kick? I don't know. Be interesting. Let's see.
Frank Warren said, by how many interviews Matchroom are doing in America, you are brainwashing boxing fans by forcing the same narrative out.
What does that mean, sorry? By how many interviews we're doing in America?
Well, how many interviews you did in America?
Yeah, but it's because we do views, obviously. That's why you want to interview us. Is that right, Part? Who does the most views? Not me, obviously. I'm just the T-boy. But you know, Eddie does a lot more views than everyone else. So obviously you want to interview him 9 times a day so you can find out any bit of new information that's happened in the last 12 and a half minutes. We're not trying to brainwash anyone. You just ask us questions and we answer them.
We urge Matchroom to tell the truth regarding the Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua negotiations, that you and Matchroom were offered 60-40, and that it's not that Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight anyone when you guys have had the offer there.
Yeah, but like we said, we've got other plans for Anthony Joshua. He wants to fight Deontay Wilder. You can by no means say he's ducking fights by the fact he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. It's a fight people have called for a long, long time. So yeah, let's not go back and forth. It gets a bit boring, doesn't it? So I'm in a different mood this week. I'm just going to say good luck with the game-changing thing, and maybe we'll see him back in boxing. If that's not what he's doing, I don't know.
With that being said, in America, 2 weeks of non-stop Oscar De La Hoya tweeting, that has continued. Your thoughts on it? Eddie said yesterday it's starting to get a bit worrying.
Yeah, the best thing is that some people don't understand his sarcasm all the time. Yeah, it's all a bit weird, to be honest, but you got to let Oscar do Oscar. And if that's what I actually think it's beneficial for us. If he's talking, Oscar is a huge star in the sport, obviously, and if he's talking, shouting our name out or Eddie's name out about all the time, it's only beneficial.
2 more from me. Wood Warrington, I believe the City ground is now unlikely. Do you expect that to be Lee Wood's next fight?
Yeah, I expect that to be Lee Wood's next fight, working through some details now. City ground, yeah, you're right. We spoke to the club. Unfortunately, they're getting a new pitch installed for the first time in something like 30 years, I think it is. And I had this conversation the other day about grass flourishing. And the conversation went on for quite a long time with Colm. It was really interesting. And I said, I don't think it'll be, doesn't mean in the future, you know, the club are very much up for doing more in the future, so hopefully we can get some big events done there.
How was that conversation with Lee Wood, telling him that probably wouldn't be the next fight? A bit gutting for him, because obviously it's what he desperately wants.
Yeah, I think at the same time he sort of expected it. Look, it's always hard with these Premier League clubs because their focus is football, you know, so that's what their focus is as a business. They don't want to ruin their pitch a month into a season in the Premier League. I can understand it. I think he kind of knew it was coming, maybe.
A lot of boxing fans woke up to a very interesting bit of discourse on the timeline this morning between Sam Jones, Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor. Have you seen it, and what did you make of it?
No, I haven't seen it. Twitter's a bit of a worrying place, to be honest, so I try not to. I wait until later in the evening when I'm a bit happier, and then I look at it.
I'll ask you tomorrow. Frank Smith, as always, top man, thank you very much.
Charles Parsons, thank you very much.